He was a millionaire, my fiancé, and someone else's husband. He entered my life like a solution to every quiet fear I'd ever had. Confident, generous, impossibly attentive. He didn't chase, he chose. That's how it felt. From the very beginning, he made it clear that I was different, that with me he wanted something serious. Within weeks, we were traveling together, staying in hotels so beautiful they didn't feel real. Rooms with panoramic views, private dinners, staff who already knew our names. I told myself this was what it looked like when a man knew exactly what he wanted. He was a millionaire. Not flashy in a loud way, but polished, controlled, accustomed to getting his way. He spoke about business trips, international meetings, responsibilities that explained his busy schedule. I never questioned it. Why would I? He always called. Always showed up when he said he would. Always paid. Always reassured. We dated for 4 months, but time moved differently inside that bubble. 4 months felt like a year. He talked about the future constantly. About where we'd live, how we'd design our home, what kind of life we'd build. He told me he'd never felt understood like this before. That I grounded him. That he could finally breathe. When he proposed, it wasn't dramatic. It was intimate. Just the two of us, a quiet moment, a velvet box opened with steady hands. The ring was stunning, a diamond that caught the light in a way that made everything else disappear. I remember laughing and crying at the same time, overwhelmed by how fast my life had changed. I said yes without hesitation. There were signs. I see them now, painfully clearly. He never posted photos of us. He avoided certain dates, certain places. He guarded his phone like it contained state secrets. When I asked casual questions about his past, his answers were smooth but vague, like a well-rehearsed script. I told myself successful men were private. That mystery didn't always mean deception. The truth came to me in the quietest, cruelest way possible. It was late at night when my phone lit up with a message from an unknown number. No greeting. No explanation. Just photos. A nursery. A stroller. A crib half assembled in a sunlit room. Then another message. And another. Finally, words appeared. She told me she was his wife. She told me they had 2 children. She told me she was pregnant with their 3rd. I remember sitting on the edge of the bed, staring at the screen as if it might rearrange itself into a different reality. My hands went numb. My heart didn't race, it sank. Everything inside me slowed down, like my body was bracing for impact. I confronted him the next morning. Calmly. Almost politely. I gave him the chance to tell me the truth. He didn't. He lied with the same confidence he'd used to build our relationship. When I showed him the messages, something shifted in his eyes, not guilt, not shame, but irritation. Like a problem had surfaced that needed managing. He admitted it then. Not emotionally. Logistically. Yes, he was married. Yes, he had children. Yes, another was on the way. He said it like a list of obligations, not a life he was actively living. He told me his marriage was complicated. That they were basically separated. That the pregnancy was unexpected. That the ring was still real. That his feelings for me were real. I felt myself split in 2. One part of me wanted to scream. The other part felt unbearably stupid for believing any of it. What hurt the most wasn't just that I was the other woman. It was that I never chose to be. I didn't knowingly step into someone else's marriage. I was recruited into a lie so convincing it reshaped my entire sense of reality. I questioned every memory, every word, every moment of tenderness. I wondered how many times he'd kissed me after kissing his children goodnight. I returned the ring. Not dramatically. I placed it on the table between us and walked away. He didn't chase me. He didn't beg. He watched me leave like someone watching a deal fall through, disappointed, but already calculating his next move. Later, his wife messaged me again. Not to blame me. To thank me for leaving. That message broke something open in me that I'd been holding shut. I realized then that he hadn't just betrayed me, he had built his entire world on compartmentalizing women, using love as leverage, and money as insulation from consequences. I'm still rebuilding. Not my life, my trust. The kind that makes you believe in futures that haven't happened yet. I no longer confuse luxury with safety, or confidence with honesty. I learned that some men don't choose between lives. They collect them. I was never his fiancé. I was a role he needed filled. And walking away was the first real commitment I made to myself.